What car will get the most head turns if you're driving?
Aventador.
The Aventador.
By far.
And why is that? Like the sound?
I think the sound of it, everybody knows Lamborghini. It's funny, like the Koenigsegg, you'd be surprised, like it actually gets a lot less attention than the Aventador. Even though it's way more valuable, way more rare, people just know Lamborghini. And this one, I mean, this Aventador's got pink wheels. The exhaust is, I mean, you can hear this car coming from 3 miles away, right? So the exhaust as well.
It looks
the doors go
meanest,
up. Yeah.
honestly.
And on a sunny day with the carbon fiber, like it just glows. Like people just know. They know what that is. This is almost so obscure that it's kind of like, if you know kind of car.
What car would you say, barring the price, barring anything, gives you the best driving experience? Like it's the most fun, the most control, the handling.
It's tough because like every car guy is so different. Like everybody looks for different things in cars, right? For me, I think about the cars that I fell in love with as a kid, right? And a manual Murcielago to me is just the end all be all. It's it's rare. The doors go up. It looks like a fighter jet, manual transmission. It's got enough power. To me, that's just like quintessential car. Now, a Murcielago on a racetrack, not a good car, not a great car. But just cruising on the highway or hitting a canyon by yourself where you're not looking to set a lap record. You're just looking for just the emotion and passion of a car. To me, a manual Murcielago is like quintessential.
But what if someone has 40 grand? That's their budget. What would you recommend?
Lotus Elise. You had a Lotus.
I had a Lotus
back in the day. I had an Elise as well.
I had an Elise. I sold that for the Exige.
Yeah. I mean, I love Lotus. We're kind of a little nerdy though, because like I feel like Lotus doesn't get the love that a lot of other brands get. Most people would say 40 grand. Oh, you get a Supra, you get a BMW, whatnot. But I just love the Lotus because it still has that exotic feel to it, that specialness to it that I really like. I've always loved as a car spotter. For me, it was always about like the chase, like finding the rare cars, the exclusive cars. And a Lotus is just the cheapest, most exclusive exotic car money can buy. And it's a great driver's car. I mean, it's lightweight, it's nimble, it's a manual transmission, looks cool. It's got a Toyota engine, so it's cheap to maintain. I owned one and I missed that one. But the Emira is very, very cool as well.
This is going to be kind of an annoying question because it might take a bit to think about, but what car, when you first saw it, impressed you the most out of any car you've seen?
Koenigsegg. I still remember the first time I saw a Koenigsegg was in a YouTube video. And it was this obscure, you didn't know how to pronounce it. Where did this car come from? And you see the doors open. I mean, the doors, like, come on. It's so cool. Like, nobody can look at those doors open and not be mesmerized. And as far as just like a first impression of a car, you just never seen anything like it. And there's so many cars or, evolutions of another car. You've seen this before, like the Countach was revolutionary when it came out because it had the scissor doors. But when the Diablo came out, they'd already seen it. You'd already seen the Mercy doors go up. You'd already seen it. But the Koenigsegg was something like, never seen this before, ever. And Koenigsegg's really didn't come to the forefront of society until like 2008, 2009. So I was 20 years old at that time. And you're seeing a car, you're 20 years old, you've seen every car in the world and you've never seen anything like it. So the Koenigsegg really left a big impression on me.
What was it like owning a Bugatti? Now you could look back at it.
Right. The Bugatti was an amazing car. But part of why I bought it was in a way to check a box. It was almost to own a Bugatti. Been there, done that, move on. Overall, the experience was great, but selling it, I didn't lose any sleep. I didn't miss it.
Really?
My car was reliable. I drove it a lot, had a lot of fun, but I have had more fun owning an Aventador.
How much did you sell it for?
$1,050,000.
Who bought it?
Long story short, Houston negotiated the deal and he sold it to another guy in Las Vegas, kind of.
It's
in Vegas. It's like, dude, he lives like down the street from you. Not down the street, but he lives in Vegas. Yeah, he's in Vegas. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, he's on Instagram. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was a cool
Okay.
car. I mean, maintenance on a Bugatti is obviously crazy, right? Oil changes are out of control. It's like 20 grand. The tires are insane. They're $38,000 a set. But the cool thing about the Bugatti, they are by far and away the most reliable hypercar ever built. You cannot touch the reliability of a Bugatti. I owned my car. I serviced it once a year. It was a lot of money. And then I drove the car the rest of the year and never had any issues. I mean, there was a couple minor
I thought you had
issues
the
here and
one
there.
where you couldn't back it up, or there was
I had
something,
an
right?
e-brake issue
That was
happen
it.
where the emergency brake got caught. That was human error. Bugatti covered it for me.
Okay.
It wasn't a big deal. Yeah, it was just like a human error that happened. Issue was sorted and I was back on the road. So as far as like an actual like mechanical issue though, never had any issues with it. Drove it 8,000 miles in 2.5 years.
Do you know your total cost of ownership on the Bugatti?
I've never done the math on it. I bought
That
it for
would-
$880.
Yeah.
I serviced it. There was a $20,000 service, a $30,000 service, a $2,500 service. I think that was about it.
I'm telling you right now, that would be a banger video. If you
It would
did,
be.
if you actually
Right.
added up how much you bought it for, the taxes, maintenance,
Right,
That would be really
upkeep,
good.
insurance, gas over those 4 years by the time you sold it,
right.
I have a feeling it's going to be positive.
100%. 100% is
You-
positive. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I know for sure it's positive.
Oh, even crazier for the video, if you added up the ad revenue you made from the Bugatti videos,
Can we
anything
include,
that
do we include the
featured
sponsored content too? How does the
If you're
sponsored content work?
If you're comfortable,
Well, no, it's
Yeah.
sponsored content is weird because how do you attach it to an individual video,
because
right?
you would be making a video regardless. I would say
Regardless.
no sponsored content,
Right.
but only videos that you made specifically on the Bugatti.
Yeah.
Because you'd fit a sponsor in something else if
Yeah.
it wasn't that
Well,
one.
we filmed the video last time you guys were here where we raced the Teslas.
Yeah.
That video
was fun.
did really well. It was like 2 million views or something.
wow.
Couldn't have done that video without the Bugatti.
It's true.
And that's why, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just crazy how YouTube works, how you can justify a purchase like that. Because buying the Bugatti was not that scary for me because I'd already tested the method. I'd already proven it with the Gallardo, with the Aventador. I'd worked my way
Yeah.
up to it. So when I got the Bugatti, I already knew it was going to work.
This one, on the other hand, was this one
Oh,
scary
gosh,
to
dude.
Okay, so this one
I'm still terrified of this. Are you kidding me?
okay.
This car was a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Mhm.
to
Why
get.
did you buy it?
So this car and I have a very unique history. This car was owned by a guy who was in California. And on the Gumball 3000, he loaned the car to Lewis Hamilton. So Lewis Hamilton drove this car in the Gumball from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. And I want to say it was 2015, 2016. I'm not sure. But Lewis Hamilton drove the car. I was living in Utah at the time. And I had never seen a Koenigsegg Agera. And I heard he was driving it. So it was over the weekend. I drove my Audi down to Las Vegas and waited around all day. You know, these rallies, they're always behind
Yeah.
schedule. I get to the finish line, it's like noon. And Lewis Hamilton finally shows up at like 9 p.m. So I'm sitting around for 9 hours waiting for these cars to come in. And, you know, Lewis Hamilton drives the car in. I have this cool shot of him getting out of the car and like waving to the camera and whatnot. And it was just like mind-blowing that I saw a Koenigsegg. But it was a Friday night and I was going to be in Vegas all weekend. So Saturday morning, I was sleeping in my car. I was living in Utah, working as an accountant. But when I would go on trips, I would still sleep in my car to save money. So slept in my car that night, woke up first thing in the morning, and I started just driving around Las Vegas, trying to find the Gumball cars to film more videos. And I stumbled across the Koenigsegg. It was on the top floor of the parking garage at the Bellagio. And I found it there sitting with a bunch of the other Gumball cars. Super excited. And so I just parked up my Audi in the parking lot and I filmed a bunch of stuff on it. And I just sat there and I was going to wait for the car to leave because at this point, like I kind of vlogged on camera, but most of it was just filming cars, right? And I really wanted to get a startup clip. I wanted to get more driving footage, et cetera, et cetera. And so I sat around all day on this parking garage all day and the car never left. It sat there all day. So Saturday night, I go find my camping spot wherever, sleep in the car, wake up Sunday morning, and I go and the car's still there. And I wait around all day. But around like, I don't know, 1, 2 p.m., they come out to the car finally, and the car has a dead battery. The Koenigsegg has a dead battery because it's been sitting out for, you know, a couple days. Who knows? The car didn't get driven that often. It probably was like low voltage or the battery needed replaced or whatever. I was really shy at the time. I didn't have the confidence level that I do now. And one thing led to another, and the guy was trying to figure out a way to open up the car door, and he's on the phone, and he needed a set of tools. and I had a set of tools in my Audi because my Audi always broke down. I always had tools with me. And so that's kind of how the conversation started. I had this toolbox, and somehow he's on the phone with Koenigsegg. He might have been on the phone with Christian von Koenigsegg for all I know. And there's a way to remove one of the reflectors on the back end of the car, but you need like a Phillips head screwdriver. And once you remove that, there's a manual pull that will open up the rear deck lid. So he used my tools to open this up. And the whole time I'm mesmerized because I'm talking to a guy who's affiliated with a Koenigsegg. Like, this is the only Koenigsegg Agera in the entirety of North America. Like, this is insane. Lewis Hamilton was driving it. And eventually, like, he gets access to the battery, but right on the battery, it says, do not jumpstart. Right? Like, do not jumpstart. But we don't have a jumper pack or anything. And I have jumper cables in my car as well because my Audi breaks down all the time. Like, I come prepared no matter where I go. And I was like, well, we could like hook up the jumper cables to my Audi. And he's like looking around, doesn't know what to do. Like, his trailer, because he's going to trailer the car back to LA, his trailer's like 2-3 miles away. He doesn't know what to do. And so sure enough, I get in my Audi, I pull up my Audi next to this Koenigsegg, I pull out my jumper cables, and we hook it up. So my Audi, like, I have this photo of my Audi hooked up to a Koenigsegg. And, you know, when you jumpstart a car, obviously you're supposed to like turn on your car and you know, to draw more power. But we don't want to blow up this battery because it's a Swedish car, like parts are very obscure, and it says do not jumpstart. And so we're thinking maybe we could get just enough power to at least open up the door, right? Because right now you can't even get the door open. And unfortunately, we can't get enough. And the guy has a jumper pack back at his truck, and I offer to give him a ride. I'm like, I'll give you a ride there. We can go get the jumper pack. And once again, he's like looking around. He's got like, I'm just like a car spotter kid, and I'm dingy, right? I haven't showered in 3 days. I'm just a kid. And I've been sleeping in my car, and he says yes. So all of a sudden I get in my Audi and I'm looking around in my passenger seat. There's like Taco Bell, like wrappers everywhere. I have my pillow and my comforter like sitting there. I have dirty clothes in the back seat because I've been sleeping out of the car for 2 or 3 days. And all of a sudden it's like this mad dash. You're just like grabbing everything and trying to, push it to the back because once again, I don't know who this guy is. He's got a Koenigsegg though, right? Like this guy is like, and especially back then, like you're in awe of any kind of supercar, hypercar owner. And so, he gets in the car, he's super nice. And, we drive the 2 miles to get his jumper pack or whatever. And we get back to the car and he hooks up the jumper pack, and sure enough, it's enough power. He opens the door, he lets it sit there for a couple minutes, and the car fires up. So I'm thinking I'm done, right? Like this is it. And last ditch effort, I'm like, is there any way I could go for a ride? And like, it's an immediate no. Immediately no. And I'm not fussed at all. I'm like, I totally get him, like it was a Koenigsegg. Like I shouldn't be touching this car. The fact that I got to sit in it, because he let me sit in it earlier. The fact that I got to sit in it was amazing. And then like, as I'm walking away, he's like, get in. And I get in the car, and it was like, I mean, at this point I'd never ridden in anything. Like I think I'd ridden in a Gallardo, and maybe I'd sat in some other cars, but I am in a Koenigsegg, and we are driving out of the Bellagio. I mean, you can imagine the chaos that is. Like, I feel like a rock star. It's just wild. And then we pull onto the Las Vegas Strip, and he takes me back to the truck or whatnot. And I told him when I got in the car, I was like, I'll just walk back. Like, I'll walk back to my car. And bear in mind, I'd only been to Vegas maybe once or twice. I didn't have a smartphone or anything. I have no idea how I'm going to get back to my car, but I don't care, right? Like, it doesn't matter. And I help him load up the Koenigsegg back into the trailer. And, I'm just like on top of the world, right? And then he's like, do you know how to get back to your car? And I'm like, I was like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Like, I'm just like, I don't care. Like, you're fine. Like, don't worry about it. He ends up taking me back in the truck and drops me off in front, and I walk up to the parking garage. But I remember like the whole drive home. I mean, I am just like best day of my entire life. I mean, just like unbelievable. The fact that I saw a Koenigsegg, I got to sit, he took me for a ride in it. Like, and I'll take you guys both for rides later.
Yeah.
This car is unlike any other car. I mean, the windshield, the way it wraps around you, the way the doors open, the V8 is like bolted to your spine. The transmission is so violent. It's so fast. I mean, it is just a roller coaster. This car it's the greatest car ever built. And so, I mean, like getting that experience back then, it was life-changing.
Did you ever find out who that guy was?
Yeah, we're friends
Okay.
now. Yeah,
You are?
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah.
way.
Yeah, the day that I got the car, I let him know. And I mean, obviously,
How did you guys keep in touch?
Randomly, we lost touch for many years. And then through another friend who worked with this guy, we got reconnected. Amazing, yeah.
For him,
yeah.
that's got to be crazy.
Oh, I know.
Seeing
I mean,
you the first time with the pillow and the comforter.
No,
in
I
your
know.
Audi TT.
I mean, I was a kid. Like, I mean, I was just a car. And like, if you drive around a Koenigsegg, like you deal with these car spotter kids all the time, right? Like they all blend in. They're all dime a dozen. There's these kids with cameras chasing you around. It's fun. It's kind of annoying, but it's fun. And you know, you were like that as a kid too. And so, yeah, I mean, he must be so confused, shocked,